Please say it's not going to rain. I don't think I could cope if it was wet.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly.
What?
We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
What up, guys? It's your brother Joe here, and welcome to a 50% race around Silverstone. As I have been doing, it's a back of the grid in a top car race to see how far up the field I can get. I think the best I've got is third so far. Anyway, there will be a subject of chat in this video, but I want to get into the race first before I make any sort of chat of the video. So we're way well. We're up a couple of places. Now we're trying to get through Rich Boy, but Rich Boy's not giving me the space. And now I'm stuck behind Van Dorn. He's trying to defend, but he's got nothing to defend. Masters next, on the outside of Lovefield. Oh, can we get two Williams round there? Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that one. Next up, Palmer. Nope. That would just be suicide. Not today, Satan. Not today. Oh, bang Palmer out the way. See, already I've done more overtakes in this one lap than we've seen all season in F1. Nice little controversial comment, but it's nonetheless. Ah! Magnussen! Right, we're up to 13th in one lap. So, yeah, the question of this... There, let's start that again. The subject that I am proposing for today's chat. Has F1 become boring this season? We've seen Mercedes just absolutely annihilate everybody this season with 6-1-2s from 8 races. So the question is it boring? I mean, we had a fairly interesting start to the year with Bottas taking the first win and Leclerc coming so close to winning Bahrain, which in my mind he should have won. But ultimately he got let down by a car issue. You know, we have seen some interesting races this year, but we've also seen some absolute snoozers. Up to and including the French Grand Prix, which is probably one of the most dull races I think I've ever watched. With all the action happening on the last lap. And we didn't even get to see it because the director was watching Leclerc and Bottas. So, is it boring? It's certainly not been the most exciting season, that's for sure. But one thing I think a lot of armchair experts forget is that within F1, you know, there's always sort of been an era of domination for certain teams. Like, there's always been one driver that will dominate it or one team that will own it. You know, think back to McLaren in the late 80s. Think Williams in the 90s, think Ferrari from 2000, and then think Sebastian Vettel. And then Lewis Hamilton at the dawn of this turbo hybrid era. You know, it's not a new thing. And I wouldn't say the issue is worse than it's been before, but I'd definitely say that in terms of this season, yes, it is quite an issue. The problem is, in my mind is that none of the teams are competitive enough. Like, they're not... They are not on the same level as Mercedes by any stretch of the imagination at all. And while, you know, one could argue they need to step it up, and they'd be completely right, because Mercedes, you know, they've just owned the last few seasons, and while they keep plugging away, nobody has closed the gap as such yet. Ferrari came close to doing so last year, but then throughout the second half of the season, Mercedes had the better package, and then of course Vettel made a ton of mistakes. So again, I don't know for this one. I mean, like I said, there's always an era of domination. This season just is one of those seasons where, like 2011, 2013 Vettel era, 2002 and 4 Schumacher era, and a lot of the late 90s, you know, it all seems to come down to late 90s, late 80s even. It all seems to come down to one driver. And at the moment, that one driver is Lewis Hamilton. And the thing is as well is that Valtteri Bottas isn't close to his pace either. Bottas is, for want of a better way of putting it, he's not able to keep close to his teammate, which is disappointing to see, I have to say, because at the beginning of the season, it looked like Valtteri was putting up a real fight for the championship, and it just seems to have melted away. You know, it just seems to have faded. So there is that aspect of it, and it's a shame. It is a shame. As Grosjean bats me off. Well, that was a bit dirty, but we got the move done. But yeah, so we just gotta... It might just be one of those years where we've got to grit our teeth and bear it, because you never know, next season someone could come along and close the gap. And don't forget, you've got the big regulation changes in 2021. You know, the Mercedes era is not going to last forever. Just like any other driver or team's era of domination, theirs will end too. But this season is sort of reminding me of 2002, 2004, where we'd all just settle in and watch the Ferrari procession, or 2013, where we knew that as soon as Sebastian Vettel got into the lead, he'd won the race. So, it is what it is at the moment, you know, there's not a lot that can be done about it, other than the other teams stepping up their act and getting their shit together. Right, we're going to take Max Verstappen here, I believe. Well, he's gone deep into the corner. I saw he did that last time round as well, so... Max, for whatever reason, not really liking that particular corner. Anyway, I have blasted past the midfield and the back of the field now, so it's time for me to settle into this race and try and work my way towards the front guys. I am trying a two-stop strategy. This is because I think that that's the strategy that will allow me to push hard, and hopefully with the assistance of a safety car, I'll be able to find my way towards the front. That's just the plan so far anyway. What lap is the pit stop? So it's any time in the next couple of laps then. Well, we're catching Daniel Ricciardo. What I want to know is who's in fourth? Because I know Ricciardo's catching somebody. So indeed, this is the lap to pit if I am pitting, which I am. But then again, some of the guys behind me might get caught up by slower drivers, so I might take an extra lap. Who is that Ricciardo's catching? Who haven't I passed yet? I think that might be Carlos Sainz, you know. It's incredible if it is. I've just made mincemeat of the AI here. I'll tell you what I am going to do, because I'm only here and having access to this PS4 for another couple of days now, so I think the one thing I will do before I bow out is to do a 50% race, round Monaco, last the first challenge again. See how far I make it. That's something I would be quite curious to do. Right, who is that in fourth? Oh, it's a Force India. Is that Perez again? I know he got second in the Spa race I did on this a couple of nights ago. Is that cheeky Checo? I think it is, you know, because I've been past Ocon. It's Sergio Perez. Fair enough. And Verstappen's been into the pits. But I'm not going to respond to that. Actually, I might do my stint on the soft tyres next. And then do the super softs at the end. This is me making up my strategy as I go along. But yeah, I think this is the lap to pick, so I'm going to have to cover off somebody. So now coming up to Ricciardo and Perez, but unfortunately I'm going to be ducking into the pits. Raikkonen is in. Oh no, Sebastian's in. I forgot I'm playing as Raikkonen. Oh shit, I might get badly held up here. Should have abandoned mission on that one. I don't know what I was thinking. Come on, get him out, get him out, get him out, get him out! That was quite slow. Oh, bloody hell. So I've got a world of traffic between me and Raikkonen, and that has not gone well for me at all. Alright, that's not a problem. I think Max is in there as well, so I think Max has got past me and has done the undercut on me. Right, time to do some racing. Oh. There we are. Oh, there's a Toro Rosso getting close to a Williams there, though. It's massively bunched up in front of me. We're going to have an interesting few laps here, right? Rich boy. I had to back out. Van Dorn. Yup. Alonso and Kvyat. Oh, I boxed him in like a leprechaun. And that is probably the finest lap I've ever driven. Right, next up is Felipe, baby. This has not helped me in my fight with Ricardo. Who's that coming out of the pits? Ay, ay, ay. That's going to be Danny Rick now. And he's on the medium tyre, so he's going to the end. So we've really got to work for this one now. Cheers, Jeff. I know what he's on, but I had you round the outside of here earlier. Can I do it again? Yep. Oh, ow. Do you mind? That's my car you're hitting. Please don't hit my car. You've just hit me in my car. Right, next up is Karma Palmer. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? Right, Louis Poos has been in and he's put on the medium tyre. So he might be a sitting duck in the next few laps. Someone else has been in, they've decided they've had enough. It's Carlos Sainz. So now we got everyone around us on a mix of strategies. That also, I think that other car will be Perez. Yes, it is. Right, now, what can we do about the guys in front of us? There's a car there that shouldn't be there, I know that much. Right, let's check the old race director to see who's where. It's Ocon! Esteban, that is not the place I said you could be. Kiss the apex. Right, what lap am I pitting in? I think 20. Or 19. Oh, I had to back out of that one. Right, Ocon will have just been passed at this point. And Ocon pits. Vettel sets the fastest lap of the race. And we've just outdone him. Finding some pace now. I believe Bottas is leading. So far, we're about halfway through the race and no major dramas and everyone's still in it. Quite the rarity we have here. Perez is still holding on to 5th. Go on, Checo. I believe that Perez will be running the same strategy that I am running. I've just had it confirmed by Jeff that Bottas is in the lead of the race. We are starting to catch Hamilton by a little bit. I feel like the one stop might have been the better way to go here. But these tyres feel better than the mediums would have. There's Lewis and there's me. It's quite a tantalising gap because now I can see that Mercedes. It'll be one for pride more than anything. I definitely think I picked the wrong strategy for this race, but we're going to push hard. We've still got half of this race left to run. And that Mercedes is getting ever bigger as we start to close him down. I do need to improve my line round there though, that's shocking. And now we can really see that Mercedes as we start to charge towards it. And that was over a second and a half I took out of him on that lap alone. So Lewis, for whatever reason, not going particularly quick on those tyres. They are the mediums. But we're just able to extract that little bit more out of them. Out of our softs even. And that is allowing us to just gain on him. And with every lap and every corner, that car is getting bigger. But we are not on the same strategy. Keep current. Oh, Jeff, you distracted me, man. So we weren't that quick round there. It's all in the middle sector that where we gained the time. We just didn't gain it there. But now it becomes a game of how hard can I push. Because like I said, we are catching Lewis Hamilton. I've left Sergio Perez behind now. He's left the chips. But there's Lewis Hamilton. And I'm pretty sure that by the time we get to the hangar straight, we will have that DRS. That drag reduction system at the press of a button, which will allow us a way past the Mercedes. This has been quite a charge. But I need to stop track extending, but yes, I think that will be enough to allow us the DRS. No, it isn't. Not quite yet. Lewis is having to cover now. We can just follow his line. And this time round for sure we will have DRS. Here we go. It doesn't allow us through just yet. Oh, but we're going to do it around the outside of Luffield. Lewis not yielding easy there. He still hasn't yielded. He's going to have a look up the inside of Cops. But I'm going to shut that straight down. Well, that was fun. Shame it's not going to amount to anything, but that was one for pride. I think our best chance of... Right, Vettel's in the pits, that's interesting. Vettel enters the pits. So I'm going to change my scheduled pit lap to 18 because I want a chance at getting after Seb towards the end. Besides, the soft shown they would do 8 laps. Bottas is in the lead, also on those medium tyres. Which I believe Vettel will have to take now, so he's not going to be the happiest of happy campers. So far, no drama. Everybody's still in the race. That's a first. Oh, that was a bit late on the brakes, but it doesn't matter. That's what we need to be doing. Whatever the Raikkonen equivalent of hammer time is, that's what I need to be doing. I suppose he'd call it vodka time. Or ice cream time. But anyway. Let's not waste time deciding that. I can feel these tyres starting to go off now, so I think this is a good lap to do it. Oh, that's wide! That's very wide. And that's the only proof I need that these tyres are past their sell-by date. As we make our first mistake of the race. To be fair though, I am still dropping Lewis, so... Right, let's get this in the pits. Give me a fresh set of super softs, please. Perez will probably retake third. And we now leave the pits. And Vettel is going to get ahead by miles. Oh, this pit lane feels like it goes on forever. But there we go. That's our strategy complete. Let's go give Sebastian Vettel some bother. He's going to be closing in on those guys anyway, so if they can back him up for a couple of laps, we can get him. Because you know what? I ain't no Ferrari wingman. I'm going after the prize. I'm not Rubens, I'm not Eddie. Oh dear, the race leader's got an issue with his car. That's unfortunate. Will he pit because of that, or will he just leave it and stay out? Right, time to throw this thing round like a rag doll. Let's do an ultimate qualifying lap. That was a bit optimistic with the brakes there, but we just got away with it. Slightly missed that apex, but we clipped the exit. Onto the straight. Braking at the latest possible point I can get away with there, while just easing off the throttle for the middle of the corner before hitting the throttle. I think I was a bit optimistic again coming out of Luffield, but I think we'll get away with it. No one behind me. Just clear track in front. Just throw it into cops. Now we have the complex. Bit wide. But still a purple sector and still catching Sebastian. Braking as late as we can for Stowe. Got a bit deep there. To be fair, this wasn't the lap I was hoping it would be. But I can see Seb Vettel now getting bigger and bigger. And we just do a 32.3, but I think we can do better than that. I think we can absolutely do better than that, because to my standards, that lap was a shocker. Right, clip the apex. Clip the second apex, that's better. Fuck off, was I 3/10 slower? That's a better exit out of Luffield though. Right, Vettel is catching up to those guys in front, and if he gets ahead of them before I get there, it's pretty much game over on that one. That's not the way to take cops. He is really on the hunt now. I had to back out round there. That's really going to cost me time. Shut up, Jeff! Don't distract me! This is what I was hoping for, because now I'm right in this battle. Ricardo, Perez. And Vettel having a little look. I think the best opportunity is going to be into the straight. Look at all these guys, they are all head to head. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, Seb's been boxed in. Whoops. Did I take them all out? Right, let's try that again. But first I have to see, did I take them all out? Right. Let's try that again. Oh, Perez and Ricciardo are now going head to head. But I'm setting up my favourite move here. Oh my goodness me, what is Perez doing? I've been royally boxed in. I've done Vettel. Now Perez and Ricciardo. Oh god, this is not good. Oh, Perez is on my car. Gonna have to wait till Perez backs out. He's now got through past them. Vettel's got past him now, and now we're on to Ricciardo. This is great action here. And now we're about to make mincemeat of the Aussie. Down the inside of Stowe. Job's a good un. Unfortunately, there isn't enough time to catch Lewis and Valtteri up front, regardless of the car problem he's got. Lewis is just a mile away. So we now have 4 laps left of the race. I'm going to settle down, I think, and stop trying to fight drivers I'm not fighting. I think my fight is with Seb Vettel to the end. Fuel wise, I'm pretty comfortable. Oh, it's an absolute sweatbox in this house today. Absolute sweatbox. I am roasting to death. Oh, we've got 3 laps to go, which should take about 5 minutes, if even that. Has been a strange little race. But Grosjean's got a car issue. I can't believe we're just 3 laps from the end. This one's gone by so quickly. Feels like I've only barely started the race. Oh, Bottas has been passed. His car issues are really hampering him. Whatever issue that may be. I'm surprised he hasn't boxed to fix it. And what I want to know is just how much is it hampering him. There's 10.5 seconds between me and Bottas. Depending on how slow he's actually going, I do wonder, is there another position up for grabs here? It would certainly make it the best last two challenge I've done. Obviously Baku was there, but I made I led most of Baku, but dropped to third because of mistakes that were made. And we're now under 10 seconds to Valtteri, but now I've got Marcus Ericsson in my way. Oh, Marcus! That had gone wrong. There would have been no doubt that Ericsson hit us. Speaking of Marcus, he seems to be doing a fair job in IndyCar at the moment. The race at Road America wasn't great for him, but he's done alright. Yeah, we got second at, I think it was Detroit. Right, what is the gap to Valtteri? 6.5 now. He's got that one covered, but I think we're going to see every car finish, barring a last lap drama. This is where both the Mercedes drop out. To be fair, that would be quite funny. I'm pushing so hard, just in case Valtteri's issue does get a little more terminal, and there becomes a place up for grabs. Oh! Well... Okay, I'm taking the IndyCar line there. There's a slow car there, but I think that's a back marker. I think if I'd had one more lap, I would have caught Bottas. One more lap was all I needed there. But still, I'll take that. I can see him there. Wow, he's limping over the line. And all 20 cars make it to the end.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from